Thank you very much for stopping by the Random Green channel. Today I wanted to go over the NCAA Gridiron football predictions and the conference championship games are going on. And one game that's going on Friday, December 1st, 2023, tonight, and with actually in a matter of an hour or two, is the Conference USA Championship game. I'll start with that, and also going to go over the FCS playoffs, and it's just going to be the scores and my predictions. I'm not going to go through historical data of whatever. So it's just going to be the scores. I got New Mexico State winning over Liberty 38-20. New Mexico State is playing really good. They have a really good quarterback, a tough-nosed quarterback. And they did beat Auburn, and they went on the road, and actually, I think they beat them pretty good, like 31-10. They destroyed Auburn. And Alabama took, and I know you don't want to compare, you can't compare matchups and all that. They just had Auburn probably had a really bad game, and New Mexico State had an excellent game. And again, Alabama had to come back and win in that 4th and 35. And I know you don't want to compare, a person just shouldn't compare. But New Mexico State won that game. It's Liberty. Oregon will beat Washington Huskies. And that's tonight also. And a lot of people think, well, Washington's undefeated, but Oregon, that was such a close game. I think Oregon will win another close game, but this time it'll go to Oregon, 29-28. Oklahoma State in the upset over Texas by 1 point, 39-38. I know it was a comment I left on a YouTube, like the football, Gridiron, Fox College football. I said Oklahoma State win 57-0. It's not going to happen. It'll be a close game. This can take a lot. But Oklahoma State matches up well with Texas. I think they will win. Toledo over Miami, Ohio in the MAC championship game. I get UNLV will beat Boise State 28-26. Tulane over SMU 40-24 in the American Conference Championship game. I got Alabama. That's another one I left in the same channel. I said 76-0 Alabama. I was being silly. Alabama won 21-14. They beat Georgia. They didn't. But the last time they played in the SEC Championship game, I know, and then they lost to them in the playoffs, in the final championship game, 33-18. But I think this time Alabama wins, 21-14. I like to think Georgia wins, but if Alabama wins, can you imagine the shakeup in the playoffs? That's crazy. Appalachian State over Troy, 42-35 in overtime in the Sun Belt Conference Championship game. By the way, Alabama-Georgia's SEC Championship game. I don't know if I mentioned that. For those who never heard of it, if decided to watch this the first time. Florida State over Louisville, a close one, 34-28 in overtime for the Atlantic Coast Conference Championship game, ACC. Michigan over Iowa in the Big Ten Championship game. It's going to be a low-scoring game, 14-3. A lot of people don't think Iowa has a chance, but can you imagine if Iowa wins? I mean, that would be crazy. And then the FCS second-round playoffs. Top-ranked South Dakota State will beat Mercer 38-12. Sacramento State over South Dakota 56-47. And the reason I have a high-scoring game, Sacramento State just has all these ridiculous high-scoring games. They don't have a defense, but they have one heck of an offense. At least it was last year. And obviously, you don't go by last year. I think they still don't have a great defense, if I remember correctly, for this year. Montana State will beat North Dakota State 27-26. And I think that's going to be the toughest and tightest game of the FCS playoffs. This is going to be an epic game, and it's going to be tough. Montana State will win barely. Montana will beat Delaware 32-23. And Montana State and North Dakota State could be an overtime game. Montana over Delaware 32-23. Southern Illinois over Idaho 27-16. Villanova over Youngstown State 35-28. University of Albany 26, Richmond 18. Furman over Chattanooga 27-23. And yes, so thank you very much for stopping by the channel. Have a great day.